Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
My name's Emmett Flores.
And I'm Buck Ballsy. Welcome back to Kush and Chemtrails.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Your favorite place to be now.
Hey, shout out to everybody that gives us thumbs down.
We like that.
We love that
Did I leave you hanging?
Yeah.
There you are.
Because we know we ruffled
What's
your
up?
fucking feathers, you weirdos.
Let them hang. I let them hang.
I love clapping back in the comments. That's my favorite part.
Hell yeah.
I sit here with a big smile on my face, and I know that some fucking dork is out there, and they just watched it, or they're listening, and they're really fucking just bummed out by what they heard, and they're just going to lose some fucking sleep tonight. And you know what? I fucking love it. I'm here for that, bro.
I'm here for the smoke, too.
My whole life has been dedicated to that.
I'm with the smoke.
Bring it.
That's
We
why
love it.
That's why we do this.
love
Duh.
it.
You think we can't? We talked about this shit already on our own time. So why you think we put it in front of y'all? We want you to have a comment and feel away. So
Please.
And we're
Just
not trying to
subscribe.
incite anything. We just want you to feel away.
Yeah. Subscribe just so you can fucking dislike us.
So I guess I am trying to incite something. Not a riot though, just thought. Trying to incite thought.
You're inciting thought?
I guess so.
That's crazy, bro.
Excite bike.
Hey, that's going to be a fucking crime pretty soon. Inciting thought. It's already a crime, but it's going to be even crazier, bro.
Crank it up.
Yeah. You going to take a dab or what?
I need your lighter.
To take a dab? Oh, you got to get the old torch
I
going?
got a bootleg torch. Yeah, I need an ignition. I was about to insert a song, a little sing jingle right there. Everybody knows ignition, so it's probably playing in your head, but I'm not going to do that. Just because I told my wife, actually, like, even though I don't support his music.
Why, because he fucks little girls?
Yep. I don't support his music,
Yeah,
and
that
I haven't
makes
listened
sense.
to it ever since.
That makes perfect sense. Oh, did you need the bong or just the lighter?
Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to hit the bong, too. Is there some weed in there?
No. I literally just fucking...
I'll take your shit back
Man,
there.
that weed is good. It
Man,
tastes
a
good as
fucking dab.
fuck. That's some tangy, bro, for sure. It tastes so good.
I ain't gonna lie though, I wanted to dance. I played Step in the Name of Love, so me and my wife could two-step the other day.
Oh, my God.
And I told her, like, look, I'm just making, an exception right now. This ain't like I'm saying we're listening to R. Kelly. No, that shit's gross. Oh my God. But yeah, we did some
What are we gonna
two-stepping.
do with
We
you,
did some
bro?
two-stepping, damn it. I'm just
Jesus.
keeping it 1,000, man. Shit.
In the name of love or what?
We stepped in the name of love.
Shit.
As
That's
we should,
crazy.
right?
Hell
As we
yeah.
fucking should. I be wanting my kids to see shit like that. Like affection and,
Man,
know.
I hope that doesn't explode.
Shut up. You always think the worst. Man, y'all don't even know me
My
dealing
first
with
thought
this
is
guy.
my worst thought.
Every time something goes wrong on our journey here, making this for you guys, he always gets bummed out and he gets pissed off. He wants
Don't
to hit a
believe him.
wall.
Don't
Even
believe
before
him.
this shit, when we used to be on the road, oh my God.
Don't believe him.
That's why I be like, bro, we done did this shit so much, shit goes wrong. When you're dealing with audio,
Falsehoods.
video,
Falsehoods.
and then different personalities,
This guy's a charlatan. Don't believe it. I feel like I'm in front of Congress and I got to cover my mic to talk to my lawyer. Look.
I know this is looking gnarly right now. To be like, smart.
Yeah, we don't recall. We don't recall sending millions in aid to another country to get arms to sell for cocaine to import into the streets in Los Angeles. Yes, we don't recall. Iran-Contra.
If you didn't know, look it up.
Yeah, Oliver North. Hey, when that was going on, the guy that they brought charges against, the scapegoat, Oliver North, he was a colonel in the army.
Pickle Rick.
And somebody went up
They
to
said this guy's a fucking weirdo too. The guy that made Rick and Morty.
Oh, yeah?
But go ahead.
Yeah, they put a bunch of black felt over the H. And that shit said Hollywood because they used to call this fool Ollie North, Oliver North.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, they got super into that. But that was a little before your time, young man. A little before your time.
Well, thanks for putting me on game.
You got it, dude. Mm-hmm. I hope you sleep better tonight, bro.
I will.
You will. You shall. You're welcome.
Justin Roiland.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the guy that made Rick and Morty. They even got canceled. Rick and Morty trending. And I really like that show. Oh, co-creator Dan Harmon apologized. I need to read
Why do they
that.
want to cancel it?
Because him and the other dude that create that show, they be like in the shower together. They just on some weird shit. And I guess I watched a little, rabbit hole video about it.
Yeah.
I guess before they made Rick and Morty, they had other cartoons that they made. And some of them had scenes where this particular character was like a molester.
Oh, hell no.
And this character made a cameo in Rick and Morty. And it was funny, though, the way they did it, because, like, Rick was... Usually, Rick's the older guy, and Morty ran this particular episode. Like, he was like, I want to do my own adventure. Like,
right.
We always do what you want to do. So he went to this place he wanted to go to, and then it turned out bad because when he went to some pub, this guy in the restroom tried to molest him, and it was in the fucking cartoon. But yeah, overall, I think the show is fucking dope. It talks about different universes and different realities and shit. It's funny, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about these people that created it. So then it's like, what the fuck, bro?
Right.
It's hard to separate the art
you know what I don't
from
like?
the people sometimes.
Like, I like watching Family Guy, and then all of a sudden it gets like real fucking weird. Like, it'll be like gay for no reason. And I don't mind homosexuality, but I'm just like, why are we laughing at it? It's not, I didn't think homosexuality was something to be laughed at. Why is it funny all of a sudden? It's like humor. And not only that, pedophilia, they got a little pedophile on there. The old man that's always attracted to Chris. That's why I stopped watching that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, this is gross. They got an old man that's always like, hey, Chris, what are you doing? You know what I'm talking about? That weird dude? Like, why is there a pedophile in your cartoon, bro?
Yeah. That is crazy. They got a Peeping Tom on F is for Family, and I love that show.
I love all these shows, but it's just those certain things, like, bro, like I said, you know, like, I just don't understand, like, I don't understand why gay is funny. I don't understand why it's funny to, what are the Jonah Hill and the other dude? They always do movies together.
I'm not good with actors' names.
Jonah Hill and...
I know who you're talking about, though.
Anyways, yeah, they did Pineapple Express and shit.
That's the one that came to mind.
There's always like just some weird random gay
it's
shit.
Hot. It's hot.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like,
just
why is this gay shit funny? I mean, if you got two gay guys like on some Brokeback Mountain shit, like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, if that's what the movie's about, but why did you put gay shit with people who aren't gay? And why is it funny when people who aren't gay are gay? I don't understand why that's the standard norm in Hollywood. It's all over, and especially in their fucking movies, dude. That End of the World movie they did too. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, man. It's hard to even talk about those subjects. I ain't gonna lie, like raising my children, I just look at things differently. So I try to protect their innocence at all costs. And people have the right to do what they want to do. And I have the right to raise my children the way I want to raise them. Yeah. So when I start seeing things on the television screen that I believe are promoting something that I don't think a child should have to deal with and a child's mind isn't ready for, then I don't allow those things. And they try to slip it in so many ways. Cartoons, books. And they say those are for adults. But I've seen it in children's cartoons being pushed too. So.
Yeah. Well, look at the fucking... those little dolls,
and it's not a joke, like
that they're getting banned off the
adults.
You know what I'm talking about? They got these little dolls that these little girls have been playing with, cuties or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck they're called, bro.
I think I know the dolls you're
like,
talking about.
And then there's like, I don't know if it's the same dolls. Like, you have to push their fucking vagina to make them make a noise.
I did see that.
It's supposed to be like, you know, you push their belly button or something. You do that, and I'm like, yo, what kind of sick fucking shit is that?
I saw the parent that posted it or whatever.
Yeah, like how did you make that mistake, bro? You didn't think that was kind of weird, bro? That you had to go all the way down there, dude, to fucking make the noise when every doll I've ever seen is either right here or in the back even?
Yeah, bro.
Weird things, bro.
You got to be vigilant.
You got to pay attention, bro. Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit, like you said, that they try to fucking slip in. But...
under the guise of acceptance too.
Yeah, tolerance, acceptance.
Which me and you both are.
Yeah.
And that's the thing where you toe the line. And that's why I even have to be cautious the way I speak on this. And I think we're doing a good job. But yeah, you got to be vigilant. And that doesn't mean I'm against anybody else. But like I said, these are concepts that even as adults, we're still learning.
Yeah.
So why would we throw this in front of a child? You know, that's very...
There's just a lot of coordinated things that I call bullshit on, you know. I don't know what was going on back when in the Obama administration, but they were like pretty heavy.
The LGBT.
Man, they were lighting up the White House with the rainbow colors and shit. Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner was the fucking, and I'm not saying it was Obama's fault. I just happened to mention the period of time. So if anyone out there is saying that I don't know who was pushing what, but
well known that agenda made a lot of strides during the Obama administration.
it did. And it's what I'm saying is that I don't understand why Caitlyn Jenner was like the woman of the year. It's not a woman, dude.
Right.
It's not a woman.
Straight force feeding it to us.
It's just not, you know? And trans rights, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. If you're transgender and you can do a job or whatever as good or better than anyone else, I don't have a problem with you working. I don't think you should be treated inhumanely. But I don't understand why I have to call a man a female when I'll give you a perfect example.
Dave Chappelle made that point. Why should I switch up my whole pronoun game? But go ahead. Yeah.
Right, but let me give you an example. I was talking to what I believe to be a homosexual man. And I came into the store, and you know, when I talk to, I always say, brother, oh, hey, brother, hey, brother, hey, brother. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Right? And I do it to be kind and inviting, right? So yeah, I walked up to this dude, and he was working at some store, and I needed the Wi-Fi code. And I was like, hey, excuse me, brother. Do you have the Wi-Fi code here? And he gave it to me. And then I was like, awesome. Thanks, brother. And he stopped me, dude, real like rude and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm non-binary. My name is Vic. I'm not male or female. And underneath his name tag, that shit said they/them. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So you do the whole pronoun thing. And he walked away all fucking like super mad, bro, and offended. Like, fuck you, dude.
And that's what I'm saying.
Fuck you, bro.
Us adults are
You're
still
offending me. When do I fucking matter? Why do you matter more than me? I'm being nice to you, motherfucker.
And now you're not even.
And you're being rude.
Right.
And you're being smug and shit.
Common decency.
Fuck you, bro.
Right.
Fuck they and fuck them. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Vic.
Vic, whatever. Yeah.
You know? I treat everybody the same, bro. And you know that. You've known me for a long time, bro. I don't play that shit, bro.
I'll vouch for that.
And
I'll vouch for that for sure.
I have no problem. We've worked with homosexuals. We have close friendships with homosexuals that we had worked with.
Family members.
I went to the Pride Festival.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. With the homosexual that we worked with. He invited me, and I was
cool
like,
as shit too,
well, super cool. And I said, hey, you got me on alcohol? He said, yeah. I said, fuck it, let's roll. And I went to the fucking lesbian tent with all the chicks with flat tops and shit, and was watching all these fucking like strippers, these female strippers fucking dance. Because that's what they're into. That's what I'm into. So I was lesbian for a day. I'm with it.
Right. You just being open-minded and
bro,
just
I don't
enjoying
give
that
a fuck.
moment.
That shit don't bother me, bro.
Here's my thing. I have no problem if he spoke up for himself if somebody was being
disrespectful.
Exactly.
If I'm saying brother,
then by all means. But yeah,
and especially coming from someone that looks like me,
educate me. Yeah,
you should be like, damn, bro. You know what? This dude is like including, like I say that so people feel inclusive. Like, yo, man, hey, this is more than
no harm by
none. And
the
he got
opposite,
and he got a fucking attitude. And it's like, hey, pal, you better be able to back that shit up, bud, because not everyone's gonna have that same attitude, right? When you get like that, and people are gonna be offended, like, well, wait a minute, bro. Now you're disrespecting me, right? Because I'm being kind to you, bro. And it's not out of like, I feel bad for you. I'm just talking to you normal. I needed the Wi-Fi code. Yeah, he was a total fucking douchebag, bro. Man. Vic. Hey, Vic, suck my fucking dick, you fucking prick. Give me that lighter, please.
Yeah, that shit was whack as shit.
Super whack.
Hey, going back to Dave Chappelle, because he spoke on this as well. Fuck, man, I forgot where I was going to go with the Dave Chappelle point. You were talking about Vic.
Fucking Vic.
Yeah, I forgot, man. It's
Mr. Non-binary. I couldn't believe that shit, bro. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now, bro? I said nothing to you offensive, bro. You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Hey, and to everybody out there, homosexual, transgender, non-binary, whatever you are, dude, I have the utmost respect for you, bro. Or whatever. You know what the fuck I'm saying. I have the utmost respect
Right.
for you.
Right, no doubt.
Okay?
It's not
And
what
your
that's about.
and your lifestyle, orientation, preference, choice, whatever it is, who you are, who God made you. I accept that. I accept you. I'll hug you. I'll love you.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to do, it's fine. But at the same time, there's other people on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to respect their individuality.
No doubt.
And what they're going through in their space.
For sure.
And I don't think that's a cool way to do it. If I come up to you and I obviously mean no harm, right? Like, let me throw this out there, dude. Let's say a black dude. I have plenty of black friends.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of them, bro. Drop N-bombs when they're talking to me and call me that. Like, what's up, my... Right?
Right.
I don't go, hey, wait a minute. I'm not black. Don't say that to me. Right? It's a term of endearment. And I
Right.
accept it for what it is.
For what it is.
I don't go, my name's Emmett. I'm not that. Right? It's just like, bro, like there's certain times when you're in society, bro, where you don't have to take a stand. And that was one of them, bro.
Great
I
point.
meant no harm.
Great point.
I meant no harm.
I think you pretty much hit it on the head right there.
Keep letting this fucking blunt go out. Thanks a lot, Vic.
No, it's just that type of blunt. It's that natural leaf, man. You just got to keep it rolling.
I'm gonna hit this probably once and pass it back
Hit
because
that shit, man.
that last episode, I remember, I swear to God, I thought I was gonna vomit, and I was,
that was
like,
a
no
different
way.
one too.
I was like, no way, I'm gonna vomit on the fucking. It was harsh, dude.
I'm glad that you survived the Kush. Damn, I'm really mad that my point didn't come back to me because it was a good one too. But, yeah, the gender thing is something that
It's out of control, bro. I'm done with it. Like, come on, you guys. You know what I mean?
because if it's just about sexual orientation, then yeah, because we don't all put our sexual orientation so prominently having to be discussed all the damn time. So,
Yeah.
but if it's deeper than that about abuse or, feeling marginalized, then yeah, like I said, when the time is right, you speak up against it. But
Absolutely. I'll speak up against it with you.
There you go.
I'll be right there in your fucking corner. All of them.
Facts.
Right? I'll use that pronoun. All of them.
Even they.
I got your fucking back 150%, but don't shit on me when I'm fucking being cool to you. It's unacceptable.
There it is. That's facts.
As a fucking individual.
Anybody can respect that.
As an individual, I'll put that word out there.
Right.
Doesn't have to be a man or a woman. As an individual, you should respect that. I came to you, meant no harm. It's ridiculous. But and it also, on the other side, it's ridiculous to have hatred towards people who are homosexual when obviously they're born that way. I'm sure there's a small portion of people who, through some sort of traumatic, something happened. Like, I could see a woman getting raped and being like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with men anymore. Mm-hmm. That makes sense to me.
Right.
Complete sense, because that's a fucking horrible thing. And by the way, all rapists and child molesters need to die. Okay? That's it. Period. Point blank. That's all there is to it. Moving forward. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there real quick. Yeah. And but these people are born that way. I played Little League with this kid. His name was Ryan, dude. And we were 8, bro. And, looking back, I know the kid's gay, but when I was young, I just was like, yo, what's up with Ryan? Like, why does he act like that and shit, But he was like, yay, we're playing baseball. And it was like, yo, the fool was gay. And it wasn't anything that he chose at 7 or fucking 8. Like, hey, dude, I'm going to be gay. Motherfucker was wired that way.
Right.
It was what it was. We were playing baseball. I swear to God, this fucking kid would be out in outfield. They always put him in the outfield and shit. Mm-hmm. He would literally be picking fucking wild flowers and shit in the middle of the game, bro.
All right, I'm gonna throw some curveball shit at you.
Oh, because I was talking about baseball.
No, there
that's
you go.
Good segue, bro. You're really fucking good at this shit.
Especially 'cause I had a couple of points I wanted to make,
Damn.
but then I fucking forgot them.
Go,
So I feel like,
go.
Damn, I need to get in.
Get in.
I forgot it again.
You forgot again?
What are you talking about? Dandelions and shit out in the
I was
field?
talking about fucking Ryan.
We're playing baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, for real. You were talking about your boy in the field. Say it again.
Ryan was out in the fucking outfield.
Oh yeah, because you said he was born like that. Oh, here
they're
goes
born like
here
that.
goes the curveball. Man,
Go.
finally I got 1 point to come back to me. What if instead of it just being physiological, because we can say that it seems that now that there's either there's not a rise in it, but now people can be more vocal about it.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's more a rise in, homosexuality, and just people that are a part of the LGBTQ, etc. community. So if that is the case, you have to look at some of the causes other than just born that way being like, character or personality, like what about, they want to emasculate us because it makes us more docile and less willing to fight against things, and be more.
I agree with you.
So sometimes, like the soy can be something that can
absolutely. They do absolutely put shit in the food. Yeah. Dude, when I was locked up, they used to put this shit called.
I was going to use that as an example.
Yeah, when I was locked up, they used to put
right.
Yeah, they used to put this shit in there called saltpeter, and they fucking
to bring down the testosterone.
Yeah, something. It didn't work. I was jacking off in there like a motherfucker, bro.
But that was one example I was going to use.
That's absolutely what that's what they used to always be saying in there.
The fluoride in the water.
Come on,
what I mean?
Bro.
So obviously then people would say, well, then everybody would be gay. No, but there's other factors. But I'm just saying, these could be some contributing factors. And also the synthetic foods that we eat, so.
Well, look at beer.
Some of these things fuck with you and you don't realize
beer,
it,
Beer is very high in estrogen. So when you see guys that are actually getting beer guts in the tits, those are real.
And people don't.
And I learned that from my doctor. My doctor told me about that first, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I looked it up, and he's absolutely right. That's what it is. I'll hit that thing one more time, bro. Those are dangerous.
Don't
bro.
let it go out.
What is it? A fucking
just hit that shit. I ain't about to do a commercial for him. If you got natural leaves, though,
what is it?
You can send us some.
I see.
The grabber.
I get it.
Yeah, man. Since we all natural, I wish we could just do the hemp leaves, but just full disclosure so people know I kicked the nicotine habit, so bravo for me. So I don't do any like cigarettes or vapes anymore, but I do still do the tobacco wrap. So that's why they be like, oh, this shit's harsh. But that's buck ballsy shit. So I'm growing and evolving, man, just like everybody else, trying to just do better, be clean, live clean.
Yeah, keep talking, dog.
You all good?
Let me get the old alarm on the fucking computer going on.
So what we were talking about is how I can make the connection not only to a lot of this not homo, that's not the right word to use. Homosexual behavior and leanings and tendencies to, like I said, Greco-Roman traditions, and then also I think like the effeminization of the masculinity through the media and through the food, the water, the chemtrails, and call me crazy, but all those things have a culmination of an effect on our physical body because there's things about our body that we don't even understand. That's what I always say. Like, I'm just trying to stay tapped in. And in order to be tapped in, you got to keep all these impurities off of you. And some of them we can't, like the fluoride in the water that I bathe with. So you just got to do other things to try to counteract these things. So that's my belief.
No,
it's
the absolute truth, bro.
And I'm not saying it's a sickness or anything. I'm just saying we got to be aware of what's affecting us.
Yeah, no, it's not. But there are certain look, not everyone's gonna like what the fuck you gotta say, dude. You know what I mean?
I know you see me always trying to cover up.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
I'm just speaking my mind, y'all.
Yeah,
that's all. I don't want to hurt nobody. That's why.
Hey, I understand that, but
unless they
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? It's like that's what you feel, bro.
Somebody that's living
and
their
you
truth
have the right
too,
to
though.
feel that. And I agree with you.
I would have a conversation with you is what I'm saying to you. Like
Yeah,
I would
I agree
never
with you.
disregard where you. I would love to hear somebody else's point of view on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't
brother.
like it. Yeah, I think that for the majority, I feel people are born that way. But yeah, do they put fucking weird things in the chemical and is weird chemicals in our food and water supply to sterilize us, to play mind games with us, to
And make
lessen what we are able to achieve as
high
human beings?
standards for some dudes that maybe they can't reach. They're like, fuck this masculinity shit.
Listen,
it's unattainable, you know?
Right.
Or women, they feel like, oh, fuck this standard of beauty shit. It's unattainable, you know?
But listen, why?
Fuck trying to please a man, you know? So they're kind of fed these images. Go ahead.
Right, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's all
so
good.
sorry.
It's all good.
There we go again. The Kush and Chemtrails, where we bounce back
It just
and
means
forth.
it's working.
Back and forth.
Just means it's working. But
I know.
I
We
mean-
freestyling right now, y'all.
yeah, no, it's all good. But so
Off the mental.
the oh, this did go out.
It's all good. Pass it back. You about to take a
Yeah, I'm
a
gonna
rip,
take a
huh?
bong rip. Yeah,
This is where we supposed to insert a commercial.
nah, fuck that.
Nice little music.
Smoke some weed.
Insert your product here.
Man,
Talk to me.
talk to you. I'm smoking some fire ass weed.
All right, you want
I'm
me to
telling
pick it
you,
up?
That shit's some bomb ass. What you had, that Tangy's fucking good. That blunt tastes really good.
Yeah, some good old sativa. You know, we got to switch it up every now and then. I
I
know
like
you
it.
don't waste your time on sativas, but that's why we got the balance, bro. You got that fire indica, and I come with the sativa. Because we got a lot of work to do when we get together, so this keeps me up. And then at the end, then we go with that indica.
You know it. Indica in the end, baby.
Feel me? I know it kills me sometimes when I only have this sativa and I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, this shit ain't doing it. So then that's when I take a dab.
Yeah, I've made a mistake before where I bought shit because it looked good, but not based on what things I wanted, but not based on the qualities that I usually purchase the weed for, and completely fucking. I was up all night trying to get high. I just kept smoking nothing. I could have just been smoking fucking straw. Hey,
Let's tell them a personal account, bro. Let's dig into our bag. How about the Swishers? Speaking of
Jesus
smoking,
Christ.
me and this brother right here,
Man,
when we thought we were still in our prime and had some juice, I think we were talking one day and we couldn't find like some good hoop games around the area. We was trying to go hoop, and actually there was one park near the job we was working at, and it was just hit or miss.
yeah.
So then I think you might have came up with the idea. You were like, bro, there's a fucking league right here. And we just got to pay this much. And then you just pay the refs every week. And we get our own team together. We could make up uniforms. And it was just like Kush and Chemtrails when Emmett gets into some shit. He gets into it. So, yeah, he had the uniforms made up. And we came up with the name, me and him.
The Swishers.
The fucking Swishers.
The Swisher
bro.
Sweets, dog.
Hey.
And we were Celtic green and
Ooh,
white.
that shit was clean.
And we had
The
reversible jerseys.
joints, yeah.
And we literally won one game that year, the whole season, because the other team didn't show up with enough players. We won by default.
We were so trash.
Hey, do you remember?
No, we did win a game, bro. We won a game.
Did we?
Remember my homeboy Tyrell ended up coming for like half the season and helping us. And he was going at it one time with that little point guard guy. We won one game, bro.
Oh, the
A
little
legit
Muslim.
game. Yeah,
He was a Muslim. I do remember that little Muslim point guard was on shit. He was talking shit.
But my
bro.
boy was balling. They was both going at it.
they were going
that
at
day.
it. I remember they would go back and forth. I do remember
Once
that.
he came, we had a little credibility, you know,
Yeah.
because he had some game. He still was hooping.
Man.
Me and you had like, you know, when your body thinks you could do some or your mind thinks you could do some shit, but your body is like,
Yeah, I just had no
Where's the
idea the
muscle
level
memory?
of talent that was there, bro.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.
I thought we were playing like pickup games with normal people. These motherfuckers, some of these people literally were fucking bench riders in the NBA, bro. And they were in there banging and shit. I got dunked on for the first time. I never been dunked on.
they
I
was
played a
running
ton of
plays
games.
on us and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was getting murdered.
Yeah. Do you remember the all-white team? And I was like,
And they killed us too.
they were fucking.
They the main ones I'm talking about. They was running plays on us and
Bro.
shit. High lows and shit.
Remember I got mad
Throwing
and I
lobs
fucking-
and shit.
I got
picking
mad.
rolls and shit. We like
and I lambeered that dude.
We was not
I
ready,
just
bro.
fucking just.
We was not.
He was going
ready,
for.
Man.
Hey, this guy's going for a wide open layup, and I was like, "Fuck your life!" And I just threw
I
his whole
haven't-
body into the ground, and I got a flagrant foul.
Yeah, that was taking your little frustration out. Yeah. I remember those. And I'm always the guy trying to keep us together. Like, come
Hey,
on,
do you remember?
team.
Hey, when we
We can
played
do
at
this
that
shit.
one park, we played at the park by where we worked, and
Yeah.
I got mad and I kicked the ball and it hit the dude.
Yeah.
Bah, it hit him when I kicked it, and I was like, "Damn, I wasn't."
Me and
trying
you both
to do
were
that.
probably like, well, if we got to fight, we got to fight.
Yeah, I was like, "Damn."
Once you
I
do
just
some shit like
kicked
that
it.
on the court, you just assume that there's about to be a fight.
He just accepted it.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's dope."
Yeah, we got away with one right there.
I'm glad he didn't want to fight, bro.
I've had terrible times though on like playing in leagues and shit, like outside of, you know, regular recreation. Just once you're grown and shit, trying to play in a league. Like I played in a league when I wasn't even grown yet. I was like 17, and it was at a church, and I fucking dislocated my ankle. And it was the day my cousin was supposed to graduate, so he never forgave me. I'm still
Damn,
sorry
bro.
for that, B.
You dislocated your ankle?
That shit went.
Oh my god!
It popped out of the socket, bro. And my homie was like, "Buck, put your shoe back on." And I'm on the ground like,
no.
"What do you mean, bro? My shoe is."
No.
I'm looking at the shoelaces like,
No.
my shoe is on. My motherfucking foot ain't on, dog.
No. That's fucking
And then,
horrible, dude.
After me and you did the Swisher shit just not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago, I played in a league where I live now, and the same fucking shit happened to me and you. We got mollywopped damn near every
Sad
game.
lighter.
And actually, we had a semi-pro guy, like you were saying that the other teams had, and he was killing. But he ended up going to the pros.
Damn.
He got called up. So then after that, we was trash.
Damn.
And dudes was taking advantage of me too. They was like, "Oh, he weak. And I was just like, damn, I'm that guy now. I'm the
You're the weak guy.
liability on the team. I never been that guy.
That means next time you go out there, you got to wear fucking goggles and a headband.
Dude, life
Just be
goes
like,
on.
Hey, I'm open.
I've already taken that
open.
role on. I'm grabbing rebounds and playing defense.
That's
all I got left.
It's like, what do you know how to do? I'm gonna pass it to that guy.
Hey,
and I'm
no
gonna watch
bullshit
it.
though. I bought a court at the crib, so I might have knocked
yeah?
a little bit
You got
of
a little
rust
hoop
off.
up?
Yeah, I've been shooting, man.
That's
'Cause
dope.
that shit was embarrassing.
Damn.
That shit was embarrassing.
Was
I'm glad
it? To
nobody
that
was there to
degree?
see it, except my coworker that invited me to that league. He set me up too, because the league was like halfway through when he invited me.
Yeah.
So I paid the full price for half of the games. Yeah, and it felt like right when I was getting warmed up, and I didn't know it was about to end. They was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, that's it," you know. And
Damn.
y'all didn't make the playoffs, so that's it. And I was just like, you're killing me, man.
Damn.
The homie was like, "I didn't know neither." I'm like, all right, for sure. What can I say? You know what I mean? He paid too, so yeah, I guess he didn't know. It was
Man.
cool though, man. You know what it is. You live and you learn, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You live and you learn. And I just want to get a good run in, man. Sometimes you got to pay for it. I was going to get a 24-hour fitness just to get some runs in. But now all of that shit done come to a halt, so I just be in my yard doing my own shit.
Oh yeah.
So that's a blast from the past, y'all.
Oh, I got a fucking. I got a real blast
Let's
from the
get
past.
into it,
Literally.
man.
Check this out. Let me hit this bong.
You gonna tell them about when you got sick on the road and I had to take you to the hospital, and then it was such a small town that they didn't even have transportation for us. No Ubers, no Lyfts, no cabs. The only bus in town wasn't even running that day. We was sitting at the damn bus stop waiting on a bus that wasn't coming. This shit felt like a movie, bro.
That's a hell of a story, but no, I got one for you.
Fucking tumbleweeds, cactus in the background, like.
So
There was so many times where we were both ready to quit, but we don't quit.
man,
Yeah, man, enjoy that shit.
that was good.
I think I'm gonna take another dab. It's one of them.
Get one.
We
I
getting
want
loose. We getting loose. Tell a story, man.
one. Actually,
Let
I
'em
forgot.
get to know who we is.
I forgot what the story was.
You can't
started
blame me
talking
that time.
Nah, you
No,
started
you
talking
took
about
a
New
dab.
Mexico. You started talking about New Mexico.
So I'm just supposed to be quiet while you taking a dab? You
I
know
didn't
that's
take a
my
dab.
cue.
That was a bong hit.
Oh,
It's your fault. I'm gonna blame you.
you're fucking
It's
right.
easier that
It's
way.
not a dab.
It's easier that
But
way.
I'm gonna take a dab.
I want to take a dab.
Well, then just pull out your bag of tricks, man. You talking about? We got plenty of stories, bro.
Oh, bro, are you kidding me?
Give them a reason to stay tuned in.
Oh my goodness.
Give them a juicy one.
All right, I got one for you.
We can't give him all the juice though.
Nah.
That's coming later.
No, here we go. I'll give you a good one.
Pour him a little tea.
So I was hanging
Spill it.
out. I'm not gonna use any names here, but me and my buddy were hanging out. Me and this dude, we used to be like super tough. Not like we're not tough. Like we don't hang out tough anymore, but we just haven't hung out in a while. But
You're not talking about me, so they know, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
go ahead.
not at all.
Okay.
This was I'm about 18, 19 years old.
Because you said my buddy, so for the people that's not watching, you know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah. It was back when I was like 18, 19. So anyways, me and my homie, we go out with these two chicks. And he goes and buys, a Colt 45.
Yep.
They had 45 ounces instead of 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So this fool buys 2 of them, bro. And just fucking pounds them.
Oh, shit.
Pounds. 90 ounces
Malt
of beer,
liquor.
bro. 90 ounces. Yeah, malt liquor, whatever.
Problem.
And probably in about, I would say maybe a 30-minute period. And so then we go with these girls back to their house. Oh, well, to the one girl's house. And fuck it, I'll say her name. Her name was Karen. And she was kind of hot. And then she had this friend, I forgot her. Oh, Krish. That was her friend's name. Yeah, Krish.
Karen
like
and Krish,
Christina or something. And, but they called her Krish. Or, yeah, it was like Karen and Christina. Anyways, it was 2 white chicks. And so we go back to her pad, and she's like, hey, but we got to be quiet because my dad and my fucking 2 brothers are there.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
like, oh, shit. Like, all right, cool.
That might have been a
And
no-no
her
for me.
brothers were like with the shit, you know what I mean?
And
like
you
they
still
were
went?
Yeah, they were like
Fuck
they
outta
had
here, bro.
Yeah, they had straps and all that shit. Like
And
these-
what did you have?
nothing. Like we just went in there like we had dicks, and that's
On the
what we were
strength of-
what we were thinking
Getting
with.
some pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Come on, man. So we get to the pad, bro, and by this time, my boy's feeling it, bro. He's not right, and he's in that fucking room. We're in the room, little ass room, dude, and he just fucking throws up, bro, all over.
room?
In the room, dog, on the carpet.
No warning.
No, I had to blah. Just loses it. And her fucking dad comes and knocks on the door, bro. And her dad's like,
So he heard the commotion.
oh yeah. And her dad's like, hey Karen, what the fuck's going on in there? Is there guys in there? And she's like, nah. And so we're like quiet for like a little bit, like a minute. Then we start talking again, and right when we started talking, that fool's like, I hear him. And starts knocking on the door. That fool stayed by the door. Yeah, he stayed by the door, dude. And fucking, we jump inside the fucking closet, bro. And I was the first one in there, and I swear, dude, this chick had a bunch of just like fucking dirty clothes on the ground, like a bunch, dude.
Nasty.
And so I swear to God, though, I just jumped on
Ooh,
the floor.
the things we went through.
Look,
man.
I jumped on the floor. And I just threw all the fucking clothes on me, right? And I'm just like laying under these fucking clothes.
Stank clothes.
But this fool's all
Stank
drunk,
house.
right? He's all drunk, so he can't think right. And this fool just was like, like laughing by the closet and shit. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, bro, and I'm peeking through the clothes. I see that fucking door just whoop, open fucking up, dude. And fucking, I see my boy just go, like fly out. Like he got pulled out, you know? And I was like, oh shit.
Like DJ Jazzy Jeff and shit.
And I was like, oh shit. And this fool's like getting like slapped and all kinds of crazy shit.
Oh shit.
I
By the
run-
pops?
Yeah, the dad, bro.
Fuck.
So I run out, and the dad sees me, and he's all like kind of startled, and not like he was scared of me, but just kind of like, yo, what the fuck? There's another one. So me and this fool run out. And when we run out, the brother's coming out of his room, and he's like, what's going on? And we're like, oh shit. And we run out in the backyard, and we go the wrong way. Instead of towards the gate to get out, we go towards the guest house. And then we see the light go on and the door open, and it's the brother. He's like, what the fuck? And that was the older one. It was like 25 and shit. We were like, oh, hell nah. We bone out, bro. We fucking hit the gate. And as we hit the gate and run down the driveway, we hear the dad tell one of the boys, get my gun. And I'm like, oh, hell no, fool. And we're just boning out down the street, bro. And we go, there's a Rally's right there. It's off of Century and like Inglewood Avenue. And there's a Rally's, and we're like hiding underneath the fucking umbrellas and shit, fool, so no one sees us. And because I'm waiting for him to come, and sure enough, here comes headlights. And I'm like, we're fucking dead. the brothers are gonna pull up. They're gonna gun us down at rallies, but I'm gonna die here at a fucking cheap hamburger stand. You know what I mean? I felt like Paris and Boys in the Hood. Like Doughboy was coming after me, fool. I swear to God, fool.
I give myself bits.
I was like, oh shit. And all of a sudden, it's Karen, fool, and her little fucking Honda Civic hatchback, like a 1978 brown Honda Civic hatchback. And she's like, hey, get in. And we're like, all right. We jump in that motherfucker and we roll. She's like, my dad took Christina home and she lived by me. The other girl did. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, we'll go over there. So she drops us off like a block away and we wait, bro, for like an hour. All this for pussy, bro. And it's like fucking 4 a.m, dude. 4:30.
Still with it.
It's so crazy.
You're like, fuck it. We went through all this.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we also were like, dude, we needed to get home. Like, that was our ride home.
Was dude still blasted?
Nah, not as much.
He threw up. And
yeah, he was a little better. And anyways, we wait. We're like, fuck this shit. And I'm like, dude, let's just walk to my pad, bro. So we get to my pad. Fucking sun's coming up, dude. We just lay down as we're starting to fall asleep. Bing dong. My fucking doorbell rings, dude. It's like 6:15 in the morning, dude. And I open the door. It's fucking Karen and Christina. And they're like, hey, you want to go hang out at Christina's house?
All again, run it.
Yeah, bro.
Youth, baby.
Yeah.
I got a similar story, bro.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, how weird would it be if I grabbed this fucking Corona bottle and just pissed under the table right now?
That would be fucking weird as hell.
I wonder what people that are live on TV do when they have to piss. I wonder has anyone just sat there and fucking pissed their pants like fucking weird. Nobody can see my pants.
I was shocked you even said that to me right now. I was like, that was pretty fucking weird.
Because I've been trying to hold it, but hopefully you got another tidbit you can share because I'll be back in like, give me...
Yeah, go handle your business, right, buddy.
Don't bump into the cameras.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, he's going to leave the old studio here, and I'll keep it going. Shit, I got a couple more for you. Let's see. Nothing to incriminate myself. Give me a second. I got to think. Most of the stories are fucking against the law. Jeez Louise. What a knucklehead. All the stories are fucked up, man. Oh, I got a good one. And this involves weed. You're back just in time for my story about weed. So I was, again, 19 years old, and I get a call one day, and this dude's like, hey, what is, I'm not going to use this girl's name, but he asked for this white girl's name. This white girl's number. And I said, why do you want her number? He's like, I need someone to bring some weed back for me from Mexico. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm white. You know what I mean? What the fuck? What are we talking here? How much? And this is like fucking, see, I'm 19. This is 96. Mm-hmm. This fool's like $1,000. Like 1,000's a lot right now.
Right. But
in 96 was insane.
Right.
And I'm like,
I'd say that's like 5,000.
Probably 2,500 maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a lot, bro.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, and especially I'm 19, fool.
That's what I was kind of considering when I factored that in.
Yeah, I'm like,
to a young kid.
Yeah, and I'm like,
time,
so what do I got to do? I just drive down to fucking TJ or what? And he's like, yeah, man, just drive down there, and you're gonna go with this other girl. I won't say her name, obviously. And you guys are gonna go over there, and you're gonna get some fucking, they'll fucking load you up, and then you come back. So I went over there. I stay the fucking night. Okay, and I slept like up in the hills, bro, of fucking Tijuana, bro.
How was that?
Fucking crazy, bro. Like pads made out of like nothing. Pads made out of like sheet metal and like pads that look like junkyards, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like they're put together. Like, you ever played Call of Duty? Mm-hmm. And when they go to is it called the favela or or whatever in Brazil? Uh-huh. It's like some shit like that, bro.
Okay, so tell me.
So,
were in your mind, were you already like hardened, like fuck it, whatever it takes, I'm ready for this? Or
I was like,
or in the moment you like, what the fuck?
Nah, I wasn't.
You
tripping.
already knew you had to stay tonight.
Yeah,
when you got into it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you were ready, kind of.
Yeah. So I wasn't even tripping, bro. I was like, fuck it, and I was a knucklehead, dude. I was such a dumb kid and naive. I didn't even understand what type of danger I'm in, know. And so they're like, you want to go into town and get some tacos? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, yeah. yeah, I'm living the life. I'm like, this is dope. I'm a drug trafficker now. So fucking, I swear to God, I was like, I just found a career. This is tight, fool. Fuck DeVry and all that shit. I used to watch all them commercials when I got out of high school and shit, or when I got my GED. See ITT Tech and all that, and I'm like, man, I wish I could be like that. I want to be a dental assistant. You know what I mean? But it was like, fuck all that. So, anyways, bro, yeah, we go get the tacos. We come back. Oh, the bathroom is literally a big ass hole in the ground with like a little outhouse built around it. So like I'm just squatting over a big ass hole, bro.
You know I was gonna ask if you use that.
Oh yeah, and it was deep too, bro. It was like 6 feet deep. Like, bro, don't fall in that bitch, bro.
What you use for TP?
Man, that's a good question, dude.
Just whatever you have.
There was probably toilet paper in there.
Yeah,
I'm sure there was toilet paper.
Right, okay.
But
Outhouse.
honestly, I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, I hope, for that young man's sake, that he used toilet paper, bro.
For that young man, yeah.
They load the car up. It's a fucking 1979 Cadillac Biarritz. Have you ever seen those before?
Nope.
All right. So they pack it up. I drive back across, and I'm all the way in the left lane, bro. There's quite a few lanes when you're coming back across the border.
Mm-hmm.
And the customs agent comes up and waves me through. And I'm like, dope.
Ooh, the BRs is hard.
Yeah, I'm going.
Was it a convertible?
Nah.
No. Okay.
It was baby blue though. I remember that, and I was like, "Dope! I just made it through." Like customs waved me through. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I rolled through,
It's like
and
the shit, De Niro was driving in Vegas.
yeah, I rolled through, and so there's all these lanes of traffic going but bad, bro. Like just stuck in traffic. Like 405 worst ever. Like if a fucking plane crashed on the 405 type shit.
I've hit that border before.
Okay.
It's wild.
So the cars over here are literally facing this way, dude, and turning, like driving to the first lane because only one lane is going through all the way that way.
Shit.
So traffic is literally going this way, like people crossing the street in front of you.
Good Lord.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God.
Funneled into one little
so I'm like,
lane.
yo, I'm going to be here for hours.
Yeah.
I look to the left, and this fucking line is just fucking flying through like a carpool lane, you know? And I'm like, oh, that's where I need to be. So I just roll up in that motherfucker. Secondary inspection, bro.
That didn't sound like a good idea.
I busted myself.
Holy fuck.
So I'm sitting there after I got waved through by customs. I drive into secondary inspection because I'm smart. And I'm sitting there, dude. I swear to God, dude, for like 2 hours. And finally, I'm like, fuck this. I'm waving one of these customs agents over here, and I'm either fucking gonna make it or I'm not. But I'm not gonna sit here any longer, bro, and fucking do this to myself, right? Because it's fucking crazy. So they come over, bro. They knock on the front fender. I'll never forget. They knock on the very front fender on the driver's side, and it sounds hollow. And then they knock on the door, and it sounded fucking full as fuck, bro. No, neither one of those sounds like, yeah. I don't know, bro, but it just sounded incorrect. And that fool literally just looked right at me.
What's behind door number 1?
That dude literally looked right at me, the customs agent, and was like, put your hands behind your back. That was it, bro.
Yeah, he didn't even.
He knows. They do it all day long.
Damn.
That's what he does for a living.
No dog or anything.
Didn't need it. Just had to knock. Knocked on the front fucking fender, on the wheel well, above the wheel, knocked on the door. And was like, "Oh, dude, put your hands behind your back." So then I'm in the holding tank, fucking crying, right? But like I don't let no one see me cry as I'm walking in because I'm like, I can't believe this shit. They put me in there and like no one's looking, and I'm not like sniveling, but I definitely had tears coming down my eyes.
Are you at customs?
Yeah, I'm at the border. Yeah, dog. U.S. Customs has me
Okay.
in their little holding tank, and I'm 19, fool. You know, so I'm like, yo, man, this is fucking
Hey, at least
crazy.
you weren't like in a Mexico prison.
Oh yeah, dog. That would have been awful. That would have been awful. But so, anyways, yeah, dog. I'm like, oh man, this is fucking crazy. And then maybe about 2 hours goes by, and another dude comes and opens the door, and takes me with him, and we start walking up these stairs. And as we're walking up the stairs, he goes, "So do you want to tell me about the weed?" And I'm like, "What weed?" You know, trying to play it off and shit. And as I say that, dude, he walks me into another room, and he's like, "That weed," and he points to a table about this size, and just fucking bricks of dirty Mexican fucking brown garbage weed, dude, all on the table. And I'm just like, oh, dog, you're fucked, bro. Like bricks. 33 pounds of dirt weed, bro. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I just started this job, dude. What the fuck am I going to tell my boss? Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's why I never put that on my resume.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so anyways, fast forward, they sentenced me to fucking 15 months. And I ended up doing 10 and then got 2 months off for good behavior. And then 3 months in the halfway house, dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, and over fucking weed, bro. You know? Weak as fuck. Like, look at now, no one gives a fuck about weed. I mean, I don't think you can drive it over the Mexican border, but still.
It's funny how, too, when you replay things in your mind, there's those moments where you're like, damn. And at this moment, Emmett knew that he was fucked.
Yeah, that when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, you jumped in that lane. Because I remember when I got hit for my little fraud, it was crazy. This chick talked me into cashing a check, and it had my name on it. So I knew it was wrong, but I did it. Peer pressure, whatever the case may be. A hot chick telling me to do some shit so we can get some money. And I had the, that inner thought. And I was like, get out, Buck. Don't do it. Right before I did it, while I'm in the check cashing place. So then I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? That was my first one. Then when I gave the lady this information, she stalled me, with the whole, let me verify it and let me run this and let me run that. Right then I was like, get your fucking license back, bro, and get the fuck out of here. You call it a loss, you know what I mean? But in my head, I'm like, they already have my address and whatever, so they'll probably just come pick me up, and I don't want to live with that. So something made me just sit there, bro, and take my fucking punishment. Police rolled up, whoop, whoop, and I already knew what was up. I didn't go like this or nothing, but I wasn't going to try to talk my way out of it. I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm fucked. I really let this bitch on some random humbug shit on a random day. It wasn't no conspiracy or nothing. It was just, hey, what are you doing? Oh, well, this is what I'm doing. And yeah, and then I ended up in fucking county, bro. Yeah, so that shit was unfortunate. And we live and we learn, man. That shit is crazy though. But
yeah, that shit happens, bro. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I'm glad that did happen to me, bro, because also what happened to me while I was doing my time is, I learned about a book, Behold a Pale Horse, and that was my, introduction into esoteric studies, into the occult, into secret societies, into, deeper government conspiracies other than JFK and aliens, which is all I had heard of at the time, but was actually what led me to be so interested in that. Because when I was younger, I used to love watching the X-Files.
Right.
And I always questioned religion, There's a lot of Catholicism and Christianity in my family. And I just always questioned certain aspects of it. It doesn't matter which ones, but this book was like the answer to everything that I had been, searching for, and not necessarily the answer, but let me know, like, dude, it's okay to think outside the box, because is creative and as open-minded as I thought I was at that time, I was still in this bubble of created reality. Mm-hmm. What was created for me, mm-hmm. And it was my first time, and I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know what a Freemason was. I had never heard the word Illuminati. I don't even know if I was pronouncing half the words in that book right, like Illuminati. Yeah. I could see myself going, oh, what is this? Illuminati? You never know. Mm-hmm. I mean, but I was 19 and I read it, and from there, I just started reading more and more books about similar subjects, and look where it's led us. I mean, to our discussions at work, and now we're here, Kush and Chemtrails.
And you're probably not the only one that's had that experience with that book, because I've heard other people say similar things like you, and for me too, because you introduced me to that book. So yeah, and there were other things that coalesced at the same time for me around the time that you introduced me to the book. So just like other people, you put it together, and then it sparks for you,
Right.
and then you begin your journey,
Right.
And there's levels to that journey, because at first you're still in awe, so you still are in kind of a denial, and then when you do accept it, it's overwhelming because it shatters your reality of what you held on to, your comfort, and then once you rebuild it and recreate, you're like, now what do I do? Do I spread the gospel,
Right.
And for me, it's just about walking in the truth and the purpose that I have found to be consistently verifiable, and also something that resonates with me, on a bigger scale than just the five senses that we use to experience this reality. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just about having a bigger purpose, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Hey, speaking of this reality, bro, trip on this. You know how we've discussed, excuse me, simulation theory?
Yeah.
Okay. Real quick, let me touch on this. People listening and people at home, that book I was talking about is Behold a Pale Horse, and its author is William Cooper. And William Cooper is a very special man. He worked for 2 decades as an officer in the Office of U.S. Naval Intelligence.
Right.
And while he was there working, he came across, excuse me, several documents where he found the United States government and many governments and had created these shadow governments, and
He
all
spoke
these,
on the New World Order too,
exactly,
right? Way
the New
back
World
then.
Order, all of
Way
it, yeah.
back then.
And that book was published in '91.
Yeah.
He ended up being ran off a cliff, and I believe lost a limb, and then created a mailing list to protect himself. At that time in the early 90s, it cost several thousand, tens of thousands of dollars to create a mailing list to send out to different people and to protect his family and say,
Right.
hey, look, if anything happens again, all these things are going to be mailed. So he used all his own money. Fast forward, the summer, he had his own podcast. And the summer of 2001, and 9/11 just passed.
Man, he was so ahead of his time.
Yeah, 9/11 just passed, as a matter of fact. He was talking about, this was in July 2001. He said that a camera crew had just went looking for Osama bin Laden, CNN camera crew, and found him somewhere in the cave. And he was already wanted. He was already one of the world's most wanted before the World Trade Center attack, the second one, because he had attacked it the first time in '93.
Right.
He had also, I believe it was in Somalia, or off the coast of Somalia, there was a naval ship, and he did a suicide bombing into the side of that and killed a bunch of sailors. So he was already a wanted terrorist at the time. And they what the fuck point was I making?
You were just pretty much giving people a backdrop on Mr. Cooper.
Oh, yeah. So what he was saying was, how did these people find, this camera crew, find one of the most wanted terrorists in the world when the CIA and all these other alphabet agencies, right? The most well-funded, most, right? Knowledgeable agencies in modern history, they can't find this dude, but CNN found him. And at this time, he says, look, we're either going to attack the United States or Israel very soon. And he said, if there's any attack that happens soon on the United States or Israel, Osama bin Laden did not do it. He says this on his podcast. You can look it up on YouTube. I encourage everyone out there listening and watching to listen to that, because he says Osama bin Laden did not do it. Don't believe it. If you believe it, you're a fool.
Man,
So
that's awesome, Smooth.
yeah, there's
Because I didn't even know that.
there's
about
an
him.
attack on 9/11, right? Couple months after that, I believe in November of 2001, they raid his house and shoot him in the head. William Cooper, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in power. And his book is amazing too.
Behold a
Because
Pale Horse.
it had those documents in it that were
Yes.
unsealed, but he got his hands on them.
He took copies of everything he came across
This
and
was
put it in his book.
before like Wikipedia and no, not even Wikipedia.
Oh,
What's
dude,
the
it was
guy?
before the fucking internet. This was 91.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But what's the guy that WikiLeaks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
WikiLeaks?
because
Yeah.
WikiLeaks puts out actual documents,
Right.
and that's why Behold the Pale Horse is a heavy read, because along with his commentary, you also get the facts right there in your face.
Yeah.
You can't even deny it. Like, so yeah, check it out, man. And
Yeah.
thank you for the work you did, man. And the fight keeps on going. you
Yeah,
know?
and to his family, I mean, that guy is a hero in my eyes.
I don't know why people feel like the public has to be dumbed down in order for their. Maybe that's the new age we're coming into, though, because like you talked about earlier, Smooth, the true potential of humanity is being locked up and bottled up.
Why do we always accept? Why has mankind accepted? Since I was a kid, I've heard this. We only use 8% of our brain. And everyone's like, oh, that's cool.
And just keep it pushing.
Why? Why do we only use 8% of our brain? Is it perhaps because there's fluoride in our water
Good thing we asked why,
and it's calcifying our pineal gland?
and we don't just go along with this shit.
Right? I mean,
Correct.
what's going on? And I'm not saying I'm above that. I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I want to know, and I only bring this stuff up so that we can all research it. That's what it's all about. We need to figure out what's going on here.
For a long time, they made us think that war was necessary. But now, as we've seen, they've kind of transitioned. They do war differently now. It's more of a corporatocracy approach to war. You know why? I've read about this in one of my classes on business. They said, like, I think they use Starbucks or McDonald's as a barometer. But basically, the theory is if Starbucks or McDonald's is in your country, there's less likely to be war. Reason being is because it's bad for business at some point, because this is a world economy. So with the amount of commerce that's interchanging, war isn't necessarily fought on the battlefields anymore. Just like we kind of seeing right now with our country and China, this is an economic struggle now, and it's also a fight for resources, as it's always been. But I'm just saying, like, they can always get us to adjust to whatever is the norm of the times, you know what I mean, for most people.
Right.
But we always ask why. So that's
Right.
the difference. But yeah, man, it's crazy how we'll just go along
Right.
with whatever's being fed at the
Well,
time.
and
And justify it,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you bring up war.
Based on freedom.
Freedom fries. Give me
Or
freedom
safety.
fries.
We gotta
So
keep the
you bring
public
up
safe.
war, dude. And
Yeah,
the
you care
interesting
about
point about war is that they've transitioned into a new form of war. And instead of countries being our enemies now, they had to figure out a way. They figured out a way where they don't even have to have countries be our enemies anymore, and we can still be in a state of war. We don't have to necessarily declare war, but we're just in a state of war. We're under a state of panic. We have to be aware, right? And they did it with terrorists, because terrorists have no allegiance to any nation, right? They're like rogue battalions or rogue, right? And so no one knows where they're at.
That are propped up often.
Right. So exactly. So what are we even fighting against? We don't really know where it's at.
Right.
And it's like, trust us, they're out there. Go ahead and give us some more money and we'll make sure you're safe. And the fear mongering is such that it's, it's to the degree where people are terrified, and just like everything else, they introduce a problem, right? And they terrify you. They drive it home. And then they strip some of your civil some of your civil liberties.
Right.
And you're so scared. you accept it. In fact, you welcome it. Hey, what a great idea.
Yeah.
I should have thought of that sooner. TSA screening at every terminal, and my family no longer gets to come with me all the way to the gate to say goodbye when I fly away. You know what I mean? They never would have gone for that before 9/11.
And the saddest part isn't that the people that have those authorities to put those things of control in place for our safety. The saddest part isn't that they put them in place. The saddest part is that we go along with it. And then the next level is we police ourselves.
Right.
So then the authority doesn't even necessarily have to do it, because while I'm in line for TSA, if I don't abide by the rules, somebody else will inform me of the rule that I'm not abiding by.
Yeah.
So then the authority at some point doesn't even have to mandate it, because we'll check each
You want
other.
to hear something crazy?
Yeah. And that really rubs me, man, because it's like, what are we really doing,
I
man?
get it, but listen, what they have done,
What are we doing?
what they've done is they've created a prison where inmates police themselves. Right? That's what it is.
And we'll upload the information for you. Remember when I told you the bubble was a test? That's what they do in the bubble for the NBA, is they have a hotline so they can call and tell if you're not abiding by the rules in the bubble.
Yeah.
And we've all seen the stories of people getting the police called on them if they have a large gathering or et cetera, et cetera. Hey, my neighbors, they gather and I don't trip. My wife, when I come home, she'll be like, oh, they've been partying all day. I'm like, good for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean it wholeheartedly. Now, if they're partying and waking up my kids in the middle of the night, then that may be a different thing. But we're homeowners, bro. What am I really going to say? I don't say shit to nobody because I don't want nobody to turn around and say shit to me.
At
and
all.
that's usually my
Ever.
stance. You know what I mean? Now, if you're partying for weeks on end, come on now. Maybe I'll go over there. And you good? You know what I mean? But yeah, I've never been one to tell somebody to do something, because then you got to look at it when it flips around. I don't want nobody to tell me shit.
Yeah.
I want to live my life, man.
That's facts right there, dude.
We don't even control much. So, God damn it, I'm not going to tell somebody how to live in their own domain. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets a little out of hand, brother.
Respect.
It gets out of hand, but you know, it's interesting. You know, there are all these movies about vampires, right? And not just recently with all the Twilight shit that came out in the last like 15 years.
Shit,
or
going
10
back
years
to the
or-
black and white.
Yeah, just always, right?
Yeah.
Here's what's always interested me, and I thought about this.
Dracula.
I don't know, maybe about 5, 6, 7 years ago or so, and I said, you know the rule about the vampire, when he comes to your pad, he can't come in unless you invite him, right? It reminds me of politicians or the government in general, like especially our government, right? It's like
on it, bro.
it's like it's almost like that is a subliminal way of letting us know that this is how they operate. We can't do anything unless you approve it. We'll put it all on the ballot for you and we'll do all these things, but we can't fuck you over unless you
Without
give us
your
permission,
consent.
without your consent.
Yeah.
And I've always felt that metaphor with the vampire in the movies.
Damn, that's a good one.
It's like a subliminal seed that has been planted
And they're
because
suckers too, the vampire.
yeah, exactly. And they suck life. They drain life.
Your energy.
They drain life. Well, look at this.
And you give it.
Look
just
at this.
like we said.
You love etymology, right?
I love it.
Well, politics. Poly from the Greek word meaning many. Ticks, blood-sucking creatures. Many blood-sucking creatures. Politics.
Sheesh.
Right?
From the Democrats.
Come on, bro.
Wow. Man, we on
What
a
are you
good
gonna
groove
do?
right now, man.
What are you going to do? Hey, I'm fucking faded. I love this shit.
I know, me too.
That's what it's all about.
I don't even think I got any capacity to blow anymore. Pause. Blaze anymore.
Oh, you said blow.
Project
Tight.
Blowed.
Tight. This guy's over here blowing.
Yeah, man.
Sick. See?
Blow through some fatty. But I'm trying not to. I'm trying to get better at conserving.
Money?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, brother.
some
Money
guap.
management is also important.
Well, we're investing in ourselves right now, so we're doing it the right way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What else,
love
man?
it.
You want to wrap it up on something? Because I was going to do an etymological dive, but I ain't going to front. I ain't got nothing prepared. What were we talking about earlier?
It's all good,
It was
brother. Don't
ism.
even trip. Well, I got something for you then. How about this?
Talk to me.
Check it out. So, I was listening to this motivational video the other day, and he was speaking about how to manifest things in your life. And when he got to the one in particular part was inspiration. And what I felt was so important was he said, you never want to tell anybody what you're doing in life, what moves you're making, what business you have going for yourself. Because when you've been inspired, your inspiration, that has come to you in spirit. And if you look in the word inspiration, the word spirit, well, the SPIR,
there it is.
It's there.
It's in there.
So this idea, the inspiration has come to you in spirit.
In spirit.
And the moment that you speak on it to another individual and that person questions it in any way, whether good or bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter.
Right.
You have to defend that with your ego. And the moment you bring your ego into something that was given to your spirit, you no longer have the ability to manifest it. And that's why you keep it to yourself.
Let's breathe on that one.
Let's do that. Nice.
All right. Since Soze brought some knowledge to us, and I'm a definitely grow on that one, because we all trying to manifest something in our lives, and we've all encountered a situation where you share with someone and they do give you the negative back. And that's not to say you should be around all people that just agree with everything you say, but however, energy is real, and I believe, like you said, in spirit is real. So some things you should be able to keep tight, you know, and maybe only just share with your loved one if she's someone or he's someone that is uplifting to things that you're creating and helping manifest together. So that would be the only tidbit I could add on to that.
You know what? Can I piggyback what you just said? You brought up a good point. Because another reason that you wouldn't want to bring it up to other people is you don't know what they have and what they really wish for you. They could be smiling and be like, wow, man, that's really great. Congratulations, Buck. But in their head, maybe they're manifesting your downfall.
For sure. Right.
And now it's a battle of wills. Whose will is stronger? And why even bring that into existence? Why even you could have just had it to yourself, where you have an even, because energy is a motherfucker, like you said, and it's all around us. It's what we are.
Yep.
So why even put it out there for someone to tamper with? Why not just keep it to yourself and watch it come to fruition and love that shit? But definitely share it with your ride or dies. Motherfuckers that got your back.
That's dope.
So
one more thing, let me add before we close.
Please do, brother. I love this shit.
Because I like that you had something to build on. For me right now, I've been working on this myself, and I want to share it with people because it helps during these times of uncertainty. We'll just call it that. For even people like me and Smooth that are well read and like to think that we stay in the know. You got to have ways to let the stress off, clear your mind, and that way the ego can't take over, or worry, because worry brings dis-ease to the body. So let me get to it. Breathing techniques, sometimes you feel your butterflies in your stomach, or you get upset, you get angry. I even teach this to my children, but it's something that even as adults, we weren't properly taught. So like even on my way here, like all the thoughts going through my head, people telling me this, people telling me that, and, thinking I got to represent myself a certain way. At some point, you got to block all of that out. And the way I do it is you take small breaths, like you sipping tea, and then hold it, and then let it flow. And then you could take some in your nose, let it flow. The key is to exhale longer than you inhale, and that tells your body and all the systems that's going on inside of us to calm, you know what I mean? So let's bring some calm, especially when we're dealing with each other, because we deserve some patience, man. And support your people, like support small business, because sometimes it's easy to want the convenience of something quick. Amazon get it to you like that. As soon as you order it, it's like ding dong. So, but that don't help, you know what I mean? So yeah, buying one of our t-shirts, it may not come as quick as Amazon, but you support small business because we all got to support each other. We're all we got at the end of the day, and have some leniency and some compassion for your fellow man, because we all don't have the resources of these big companies. That's the thing. We let them suck up all our resources because we want to be convenient, so let's keep it connected, man, and let's breathe on it. And
You
have
brought
some...
up the t-shirts, bro.
Hey,
check it out. The old white guilt. It's our fault.
Kush and Chemtrails.
Yeah, we got Kush and Chemtrails t-shirts up. www.kushandchemtrails.com.
Yes, sir.
And please give us a follow on our social media sites.
That's all we need.
Facebook and Instagram.
A comment.
Kush and
a like,
Chemtrails.
Subscribe.
And Twitter, it's Kush, the letter N, Chemtrails. Kush and Chemtrails, and that's on Twitter.
That's us.
That's right. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like the video, dislike the video, whatever you feel you need to do. And please leave us a comment one way or the other, good, bad, or indifferent. We want to learn from you and keep us informed about your opinion. That's very important to us. And everyone out there listening, we really appreciate your support. People out there on YouTube, really appreciate your support. Buck, my man, I appreciate your support, brother. I really do.
Good episode today,
Couldn't
brother.
do without you.
Thank you.
We're here. We're a team. This is what it's all about, man.
Good work, doggy.
Peace,
brother.
Can we get a little cheers
Hell
here?
yeah.
Let's do it.
Off top.
All right, you guys. We'll see you next time.
Peace. Kush and Chemtrails. Hour 17. We worked through the kinks, man. We're still fucking rolling here.
This one's off.
I know. We only have 4 megabytes.
That's all right, though.
As long as, if that one's working, that means, bro, I wasn't too far off. We just are short on 132 gigabytes.
Yeah, it's wrong.
That one only has 16, so that's my fault. I could have bought 2 when I only bought 1. I thought we'd be straight, but
Are these ones yours?
now we know.
I know,
All
man.
mine are over here. I put them together so it'd be easy. I'm gonna gather all the fucking SD cards. You already had stopped this one, right?
Yup.